So as you can see, these are kind of a pain to get to because unless you take the mirror off, you're going to have to get to them, access them from right here. The good news is they're fairly easy to get out. All you need is a nice sharp pick. You can use a knife, but you gotta be careful you don't cut yourself. And we're gonna need some heat shrink tubing, lighter, and of course our new light. This is an LED version. I got it off of eBay. Has 2 wires. It's a sealed unit, so it's fairly straightforward. Now I did find some nicer ones that have logos on them. You can get a Ford logo that'll shine down and cast it on the ground, whatever logo you want. There's football teams. There's, I mean, literally just about anything you can think of that you can find on there. And I was gonna do the Ford logos, but there's $38 plus another, I think it was $10 shipping, and gas is going up, things are getting more expensive all the time, and I want to do good upgrades, but I also want them to be affordable. I don't want to spend a bunch of money that we can use for other upgrades. So first off, we're going to have to pop the old one out. Now let me bring you in a little bit closer here. It's kind of hard to see, but on the back here, there's a little tab that you have to push in. As you can see, it can be kind of difficult. Now, once you pop it out, you see you got this little tab in the back here, and you just kind of keep on working with it and wiggle it back and forth. Sometimes you might have to get yourself a little bit more room because it does stick in there pretty well. And let's see here. It's a lot easier with 2 hands. Keep on working it back and forth until you get it to pop out. Just be careful not to force it, because you don't, if you break this light, it's okay because you're replacing it. It doesn't matter. But you definitely don't want to break your mirror, because mirrors and stuff, they aren't cheap anymore. So work it back and forth, and this one's really fighting me. Okay, I'll keep on going here. Now I've got it really good and wedged in there. There we go. Okay, so once you get done fighting it, you pop it out, then you want to carefully pull it down. You'll see a couple wires here, and it's really hard to see. See if we can get it close up on that here. So you have 2 black wires, but one has a red stripe on it and the other one's just all black. So you want to take note of that, because you're going to need to know that here in a minute. Just wiggle them back and forth, pull them off, and there you go. It's just a really simple little light. Here's that tab you were pushing on, and the reason why you need something sharp is you want to actually dig into this end and grab onto it so you can pull it down. I tried a flat screwdriver, even a small one, and you just can't seem to get it up in there and get over that tab to pull it down. It wants to slip off. On the other side, it just has that little notch in there, so that actually goes into the housing and clips around that edge. So that's why you basically just got to get this edge side down, and then you pull it out, and there you go. Now obviously you want to clean up your wires if there's any rust, because these are exposed. If you pop your glass out, you'll see that there's nothing but housing there. I mean, there's nothing to protect these terminals. They did put a little bit of shrink wrap here on the ends where the connection's at, but as far as them attaching to the light, there's nothing there. So that's where your shrink wrap comes in. A couple of pieces of that, and just go ahead and slide it over, and while you're holding the wire, you just kind of feed it up in there. Try to get it past there a little ways. Kind of difficult. It wants to stick on the tab there. Oh. Let's try it the other way. How about we'll just go on the end of the wires here on the new one. Works a lot better, a lot easier. Do things simple, don't frustrate yourself. Got my other piece here. I'll slide that over. There you go. And so now, here's where I was saying you need to remember which one was the red one and which one was the black one. So you want to go up here and find the one that has the red stripe on it. That'll be your positive. Just plug it in there. And plug in the other one just like that. Pretty simple. Now you want to take your lighter and you can use a heat gun. You can use a little mini torch. It's kind of overkill for this, but you want to slide that up there so you're equally covering both of the terminals. Just get that lined up in the middle there. Kind of hard to do out here in the wind. You want to make sure you get all the way around it. That way it shrinks up good and tight against there. It makes that good seal. And of course, at any time when you're working the fire, be careful, don't burn yourself. Just pay attention to what you're doing. And you can see here, it sucked up nice and tight around that connection. That'll seal it. And if you want an even better connection or better, what's the word I'm looking here for? Protection. Then you put some dielectric grease on there. That'll keep it from corroding and keep it from sticking together. So next time if you have to replace them, it'll be a lot easier to take out. Get the other side done here. And that wind is really making it tough. Yeah. Just keep on trying. Obviously, it would be better with one of those windproof lighters or a torch that's not affected by the wind and everything. It'd be a lot easier to do this. Okay, we're almost there. All right, now that that's done, it's all downhill from here. Really simple to, you've got a notch back here, and that's where that push tab that I was talking about before, you can see that here, that's where you want to line that up to. And you just gotta, as best you can, line the wires up and get them back in the mirror. So it's a good safe place. You hear that click? That means that little tab went over the part of the housing. Now it's just a matter of gently pushing that up there. And didn't hear it click, but it's locked in there good and tight. And that's pretty much all that you need. Of course, you got to do it the other side as well. And that's really all there is to that.